settle in. Let all the noise from your day just melt away. Tonight, I want to share a story with you. It's a whisper, really, from a city that feels as old as time itself.
Just for a moment, can you picture it? You're walking through these incredibly narrow streets in Cádiz. The old street lamps are casting this warm, golden glow on the ancient buildings all around you. And the city is finally asleep. The only thing you can hear is the murmur of the sea, this gentle breathing sound as it washes up against the old city walls. The silence, it's magical.
And it's in this magical silence, right here, between the long shadows in these quiet little corners, that tonight's story is born.
Okay, so our story begins with a truly magical night in Cádiz. Like all the best legends, it all starts with the place itself. You have to understand this city to really feel the story, because it's just as magical as the tale we're about to tell.
So, what is Cádiz? Well, it's one of the oldest cities in the West. I mean, think about that. We're talking 3,000 years of history, of culture, and yeah, a whole lot of mystery, all packed within its walls.
And somewhere inside its historic center, tucked away in this maze of narrow alleys, there are secrets. And one of them, well, it's about a tiny little alley that was supposedly the favorite spot of a mischievous, well, not quite human creature, a duende.
So let's talk about the appearance of this duende. How would you even know if you'd crossed its path? Well, the signs were really subtle, almost like something you'd experience in a dream.
You know, people used to talk about these strange little things that would happen. You might hear these tiny, almost imperceptible laughs on the wind, or a quick little sound, kind of like tiny feet pattering on the cobblestones. Sometimes you'd feel a slight tug on your clothes, but of course, when you turn around, absolutely no one is there.
And the bravest people, they claimed they actually saw something, just a glimpse of a small, agile figure with these bright, mischievous eyes darting through the shadows.
So this brings up a big question, right? Was this a mischievous protector or something else? Was this little creature something to be afraid of? Well, as the stories got passed down, a really interesting picture started to form.
It seems there were really two sides to this duende. On one hand, people saw it as a protector. They said it would warn sailors about bad storms coming in, or even guide people who got lost in those twisting old streets. But then there's the other side, the prankster. This is the duende that would blow out lamps, move things around when you weren't looking, or throw little soft pebbles just to give you a little jump.
But here's the thing. Everyone agreed on one crucial point. The duende never did any real harm. It seemed like it only showed up for a reason, or maybe it just appeared when the night was finally quiet enough.
But that just leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Where did this creature even come from?
Well, let's explore the origin of the mystery. There are basically two main ideas about where it came from, and honestly, they're both as magical as the creature itself.
Okay, so here are the two big theories. The first one is that this was a local spirit, the mischievous ghost of a little boy from Cádiz who died centuries ago, but just couldn't bring himself to leave the city he loved. The other idea? That this was a foreign visitor, a creature from the forests of Europe that hitched a ride with traders, and over time, it just adapted to life in Cádiz, falling in love with its courtyards and that constant, soothing sound of the sea.
So what about the alley today? I mean, does any of this magic still exist?
Well, that alley is still there. It's quiet, pretty discreet, almost hidden if you don't know what you're looking for. And the oldest folks who live there, they still remember the stories their grandparents told them.
And some people will even tell you that on nights when there's a soft wind, you can still hear something. It sounds kind of like a whisper, or maybe a tiny little laugh that just vanishes between the gaslights.
So let's bring this all back to dreams of legend. As you're getting comfortable, getting ready to drift off, let's just go back to that little alley one last time in our minds.
Just imagine, as you're settling down to sleep, that small, quiet alley, completely lit up by the moon.
You can hear the sound of the sea in the background, and just hold on to that feeling that maybe, just maybe, something magical is still alive in the oldest city in the West.
Because, legends like this only survive because there's someone still listening to them.
So rest well and let the quiet, magical stories of Cádiz carry you gently to sleep.